So here's what's going on. As you can see, the nitrogen is in the red for that kind of the reddish orange. Orange and then red around it. A bright orangish red. That's what we're going to say. There's a strip of it near 21, two of them. Those are ones I plowed out, and I planted soybeans there, and soybeans like about 40 nitrogen. So that's why it's in the red for soybeans. Next on plot 18 is wheat, and next to 18, above 18 there is also wheat. 21 has sunflowers. That was planted by the artificial intelligence in the game, and I could not pass that up. I had to purchase it. Now if I take a look at the land values, which if I hit L3 and then go to R3, it cost me $147,000. I couldn't pass that up. So to do that, in order to do that, I had to borrow money from the bank. Right now I'm sitting at a $155,000 loan, which is not bad because my property income is more than my loan payment. I'm going to scroll down to where my property income is the highest right now for day Saturday. The loan interest was $1,306. I had paid $5,000 toward it the day before. The property income, which I need to scroll up there, was $3,651 for the entire day, which is about what I'm doing right now, and that's just from investments that are on my property right now making me income, which I might as well show everybody. That will be nice. Now I don't want to make any more loan payments at the moment. I want to collect enough money to get a grain silo, and of course I'm going to rent a harvester. I cannot afford to purchase a harvester yet. I'm also going to have to rent the header that goes along with it. Now I said I was going to show something to everybody, and that was the property income placements. Here I have one solar panel, which costs one slot, and I don't like it, and that's a little OP. It's a nice mod in the garage. For one slot, you get, it costs $20,000. Now, the price you see there is the selling price. And it generates $150 an hour for new farmer. I'm not exactly sure what it generates per hour for the hardest difficulty, which I'm playing, which is start from scratch. I don't really know. It doesn't tell you. But I guarantee you it's not that much. Now, if those are one slot a piece, and they're only $20,000 a piece, and you make 5 of those, eventually the game's it's gonna be overpowered. So one rule that I like to live by is, if I have an item on my property, or in machinery, or whatever the case may be, like here the taco stand, which I'm going to show next, I only have one of. I don't double up on anything. For one thing, I know it's cheaper in slots. It only costs one additional slot to duplicate anything, no matter what the slots are. Like this one was 3 slots. If I want to make another one, it will only cost me one more slot. And then I'll have 2 taco stands producing, for new farmer only, $20 an hour. I'm not sure what it is for to start from scratch. It's not that much. That's how it is. The way I like to do it is I do not have more than one. That's just too overpowered in my opinion. That's my play style. I will not have 2 of anything, especially this one. This is a very overpowered mod. If you'd like to have 10 of them on your property, I'm not going to downgrade your play style and say, $200,000 to get, let's say, a new farmer, and you buy 10 of them and take 10 times 150, that's $1,500 an hour, times that by 24, you're making a ton of money for only a $200,000 investment. It's overpowered. Hey, that's my opinion. Just want to let everybody know how I play the game. I forgot to include that earlier. This is for a surprise later. I'm not going to show everybody where that is just yet. And maybe I should edit this part out. Yeah, I probably should. So I only have 1 per mod, especially when they're overpowered like that. But if I'm only allowed to have 1, I'm going to do it. Now there's another area then I need to show where I've got some more investments. It was the windmill, which everybody knows from the previous videos, over there by that canopy shed, lack of a better word. Those are trees that I've chopped down. I still need to harvest. Oh, that's a tough telephone pole. Here's the taco stand. I like to terrorize the owner and let him know I'm here. Let him know that I still run the show, and he better just stick to selling tacos. Don't be messing with anything else on my farm. And I take a cut. I just haven't decided what I'm going to take yet. So then I have over here on my farm a radio tower, which people use for their Wi-Fi devices, whatever they may be. And I get a cut from the electric company. I think that's how it works. I'm not an electrician. I really don't know how it works, but it makes me money. That's all I care about. This is going to be from our future RTK station, but I need to buy the building first, which then goes in line with this. And I picked the highest point I could find right now with the property that I have, which is plot 21 and 18. So all my workers will be able to zone in on this signal, and they will work more efficiently. But in order for this to work, I need the RTK buildings that go along with it. That's for another day, another time. So like I said, sunflowers. I couldn't resist. I bought this from the game. The game planted them for me. That's nice. You need a special type of planter to plant sunflowers. So I definitely jumped on that. And the reason is because of the economy. 4 seasons, 4 sunflowers, at the best selling points is in the wintertime. $1,450, but it could jump up to $1,800. It could go farther than that. Very nice. But I did have to add manure. I added manure, and then I added the lime. Before they germinated, it was completely they were planted, but they hadn't germinated quite yet. They were in the process, so I was able to take advantage of that before they got too tall, and then if I would just run my tractor and it would just destroy the crops, because I have crop destruction turned on. Now I know there's some more spots where I have property. This ghost gives me, that's $8 an hour. That's for new farmer. I'm sure it's probably like $2 an hour for me, maybe $3. But every little bit counts. And so far it's added up to the entire day, me getting about $3,800 per day in property income, which outweighs my loan interest. So I'm still making money per day, and the loan interest is not eating away at my finances. So that's how you do that. That's how you do that for loans. That's how I do it for loans. This is a recap, not a recap, an update to what's going on my farm since we last saw each other. In episode 1, I was talking more about the farm itself. Episode 2 was a transport mission. Episode 3 was a transport mission. This is episode 4. Now, finally getting some rain. I wanted to include that as part of this series. I needed to first, I needed to make sure I got that on video, because I had made it such a point in the first episode that I predict a dry spring, and I was correct. The meteorologists were wrong. The rain kept getting pushed to the next day, and then to the next day, and then to the next day, which is what happens. The meteorologists in this game are not that good for FS19. Hopefully in FS22 the meteorologists will have improved. I imagine they will. But it's still pretty much going to rain the entire rest of the day. Perfect. At least I know that my plants won't get too much rain. And then it's going to be dry for pretty much the rest of spring, maybe up until the beginning of summer. But at least it's raining pretty much all day today. It started at noon, and then it took a break, and then it started raining again at about 3 p.m. Now it's going to rain probably till midnight. Let's do a bird's eye view tour. I go to the decoration menu and just hit sandcastle. I'm not purchasing a sandcastle, but it's so small it doesn't really hurt the eye, where you can get a good view of your farm while you're looking at it. For players that play this game that need to look and say, okay, what are my plans? Best way to do it is get a big view like this for the PlayStation 4. This is a technique for the PlayStation 4. Xbox probably as well. I don't know. I play PlayStation 4. So there are the soybeans. Now there's not that many, but I took advantage of it because with seasons, if you don't plant your soybeans when it's time, you got to wait till the next year. And I have it set on 9 days per season. So 1 year can take 2 weeks of real time for me to play. So far, I'm only on day 7 of 9 for spring, and I've been playing this brand new series now for about 5 days, I'm going to say. 4 days? 3 days? I've lost count. It's at least 4, I believe. This might be day 4. But the game is so fun, you kind of lose count. 3 days may seem like 5. No more soybeans right here. And now this is all choppy. Sometimes that happens. It'll let you plow even though you don't own the land. It's just a minor glitch. So I hired a worker and had it have a straight line as much as possible to give me a nice little strip of soybeans here. Which eventually, after I harvest these sunflowers, the soybeans, this will be all turned into one field. And I'll probably clean this up here. I don't know if I should. Maybe because of the fact that the harvester is going to need that little bit of flat space there to move around when I hire a worker. Or if I hire a worker. And in here, that's about as close as I think without it getting in the way of a worker. So I probably won't add any more here, but I'll definitely join these together. Join this together. Leave this separate. I want to keep this wide for when a harvester needs to turn around. So it's all about management. Now, as far as my grain silo goes, I'm looking at the Missy B's multi-purpose silo, which pretty much holds everything under the sun in that silo, and it's 150,000 liters per crop type, or whatever type it may be, and it's only $50,000. It's a very nice mod, Missy B's. It's in, I might as well show everybody, since I brought it up, under silos, and I can't pretend to place it because I don't have the $50,000 right now. And I don't want to take out a loan. That's just not good, especially when I already have about a $155,000 loan. This is the one. It's 7 slots. It holds everything. Very nice. Per $150,000 per. I mean 150,000 liters per item. Not 150,000 total, but per, like wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, carrots, and so on. 150,000 liters of each individual crop type, or whatever type. As you can see here on the far right, it looks like herbicide, and then that's seeds. Then you have a digestate, slurry. Looks like 2 different types of milk, gasoline, water, another type of gasoline, diesel. And then for that one, I believe that's pellets of some sort, snow, sand, lime, pig food, manure, another type of seed. Then here, now I have to test my knowledge. Straw is the one in the middle, and the one to the left of that, I know the straw one is the one with the horizontal wavy lines, and the one with like the lines that are going out like the sun, I don't remember what that is. No, I think the straw is the one with the triangles pointing down. Not triangles, but arrows pointing down. I haven't played this game in 4 months. I'll have to re-educate my knowledge on that. Re-educate myself. Get up to date. Then here we have wood chips. I can't remember what the next one is. I can't remember. And then another type of seed. And sugar beets. Yeah. I think that covers it now for episode 4. Looking around, making sure there's anything I forgot. Oh, yes. The Nimbus station, which is over here, generates me income per hour, and it's in a nice little spot where people are going to come up here and start shopping. Here you got your French fries. Yep, you eat them, and then you say, okay, let me just put those over there. You got your hot dogs. Whoops. Did not mean to throw that. Like, here we go. Very nice. No mustard? What kind of establishment is this? Well, that was a nice throw. The hot dog is alive. It's moving on its own. There's a back door there. There's nobody working here. Chips, very nice. What kind of chips we got here? Farm chips. Crunchy. Nice, very nice. Oh, here's the mustard hot dogs. See, that's what I want. Ketchup. Ketchup on a hot dog? Never mind. People who like ketchup on their hot dogs are just as good as people who like ketchup with mustard on their hot dogs. Just kidding around. Let's go find that hot dog with the ketchup on it. Oh, seems to be gone. Well, this video now is starting to get ridiculous. Let's see how far I can throw this. Bonk. It's got some nice sponginess to it. Makes me wonder if those are real hot dogs or not. It's walking. It's taking a walk. The hot dog is going for a walk. It's like, forget this place. I'm going to go on to see greener pastures because I am hot dog. Right. Well, then you go on then. I'm not going to get in your way. Have a great life, hot dog. Well, that's going to do it for now. You all have a great day. Wait. I didn't touch up on some important things. If you've stuck around this far, thank you. Thank you. So the nitrogen there, okay. That's all at the optimum values for the soil types. And the soil types are, first let's look at the weeds. The weeds and the plowing. The old version of Seasons, this had lime distribution, and it also had fertilizing, which has changed. Because now it was lime, it now says C Precision Farming, and now where it's fertilizing now is completely different too, C Precision Farming. When it comes to now fertilizing, there's only about pretty much two at the most. When you're dropping down oilseed radish, or if you've just freshly plowed out a field. This is the lime statistics, which is one application of lime, which was distributed at the correct values because that's what I told it to do. The optimum values. Nitrogen, perfect for what the soil type is, and the soil types are this. Bunch of silty clay. Now, as far as I know, silty clay is for your root crops. Even though I have silty clay planted here, it's for soybeans. Probably not a good idea, but I had no choice. That's where I wanted to plant my soybeans. Because it's all the land I really had left for what I had done at the time. I'm curious to see what that yield is going to be. I'll make sure I get it on video. Because soybeans would rather be in loam, to tell you the truth. They will work in sandy loam, loamy sand, but I've never tried them in silty clay yet. Now the sunflowers are in good soil. They're on plot 21, but that wasn't done by me. I bought it after it was planted. And then on plot 18 is all wheat, which I planted. So I'm curious to see what the wheat's going to be on the silty clay. Loam is perfect for wheat. Silty clay I'm sure isn't too bad either. But what I'm really wondering if it was a bad idea was to put soybeans on that silty clay strip, which is right here. This little Little landing strip right there. That's it. But I'm curious to see anyways. It will be neat to see what kind of yield I get out of that. And that's going to cover it, I believe. It's still raining, which is good. A nice lazy day. Nice lazy day in the rain. I like this tractor. Top notch. I spared no expense. I got everything. Big engine, which gives it 201 horsepower, which is very nice for this small tractor. The large front loader. All the attachments. Wow. And it's spacious. It's one of the larger small tractors in the game. For me, anyway. Yeah. Have a great day. Thank you.